The peaceful Chaguian area of Jigo was saturated with rainwater as a heavy downpour lasted the entire duration of the 5th annual memorial service for the 45 young men who were killed here by Japanese soldiers during World War II. The men were forced to carry war supplies to a command post at Mount Matagwak before their deaths. This was an important part of Guam's history that was lost in the sands of time until a group of University of Guam students did their research and discovered the site back in April 2004. The site would have never been identified if not for the documents written by U.S. Navy Commander Roger Edison Perry in 1944 and his report on the Chaguian massacre. Jigo Mayor Bob Lazama.
Reading these secret journals, was something of great interest of me to see how we can get to where we are today. And with that effort, with the 3rd Marine Division assisting the University of Guam students, we were able to identify through the coordinates and the reading of the map, that this perhaps is the actual site based on that communication that was transmitted on that secret journal.
Keynote speaker Frank Blas Jr. describes how the placement of flags on the site moved many who attended the event, including himself. He says every year it always rains during the memorial service.
It never fails. It always rains. And as I had stated in my address, the rain is not just a blessing from God, of these sacred grounds where blood was shed, but it's also the tears from those who had, who died here. The tears of joy and the tears of thank you for after many years. Finding this place, recognizing it, and now continuing to memorialize it.
He also reminds people that while many get uncomfortable, wet, and muddy as a result of the weather conditions during Liberation Month, those inconveniences do not compare to the suffering that was caused 68 years ago.
Consider those inconveniences, and if 68 years ago, we can almost guarantee it was raining back then too as well. Okay, consider the sufferings and what they had to go through.
So what's next for this site? The Jigo mayor says the organization and planning for this service might be handled differently next year. But one thing is for sure, it's a service that is needed for the Jigo community and other island residents to remember and honor the lives that were lost.
I hear from the executive or legislative branch that they're willing to perhaps take over the whole event. That would be great.